Castle Lager Premier Soccer League new boys, MWOS Football Club, are shot back to the top of the log standings after a focused performance saw them weather the storm at Barberfields to strike late with a priceless goal that completed the newcomers' double over the league's oldest club. With anxiety hanging in the air in the Highlanders camp following the exit of Zambian coach Kelvin Kaindu, things looked promising when hard-working teenager MWOS picked up possession a few meters outside the MWOS box to belt a dipping shot that sailed marginally above the bar. Highlanders were enjoying the early possession, and when Hubert Ncube connected Khoza's cross from the right with a scissors kick, he aroused excitement from the Highlanders multitude more for the spectacle than any danger that his shot caused to the MWOS goal. With most goalmouth action at the Soweto goal end, the MWOS goal, it got frantic when a long ball from the back drew keeper Francis Tizai off his line, only for his own defender Valentine Katsande to flicker the ball over Tizai. Katsande would recover to sweep the mess away from an on-rushing Neva Rauji. On their first dangerous attack, MWOS thought they had opened the scores when George Tafadzwa won a tussle for the ball with MWOS. His initial shot blocked by keeper Reward Musa before putting away the rebound. Referee Brighton Chimene ruled that George had fouled Khoza before running clear. Play returned to the MWOS goal end, Nrumbeba swinging in a curling free kick that Tizai was clever enough not to parry onto on-rushing Boso strikers. 0-0 at half-time, Highlanders with all the dominance of the opening half, though frustrated by an organised MWOS that was not intimidated by the Barberfields atmosphere that usually leaves visiting teams jittery. The second half began with MWOS trying their luck off gangling Matthew Murambiwa's free kick that dipped after sailing above goal, and Highlanders responded with a corner kick that landed on substitute Marvin Sibanda lacking on the blind side. With his teammates looking better placed for a crack at goal, Sibanda pulled the trigger, his missile landing somewhere amongst the crowd at the Mbilo End grandstand. The sooner they sharpen their finishing, the better it would appear for Highlanders, as moments later yet another chance was sent begging, with Melika Ncube also blasting his attempt to the stands. Highlanders presented MWOS with the next big moment when an Nrumbeba pass, seemingly to whom it may concern, was intercepted by Tino Tenda Mushkambizi, who swept his way towards goal, although his final decision of a pass diluted what looked a dangerous moment. Eventually, substitute Jeremiah Makangira's attempt to tuck his low shot under the Boso keeper landed in the hands of Reward Musa. How Marvin Sibanda failed at worst to force a save from the keeper after being sent clear by Neva Rauji, only he would know, blasting his shot again to the fans that had a busy second half retrieving balls that unbelievably were intended for the nets. Mason Mushore will claim his attempt was much better after he did well to bring down a high ball from the right, and with little space and time stole a low shot that found a well-positioned Tizai waiting to gather. Perhaps the miss of the match was when Marvin Sibanda turned the provider, releasing an inch-perfect cross into the box that Brighton Sibanda failed to connect with. It could be difficult to convince national team coach Michael Nis for a place in the national team with such misses. Just as when you thought Boso had wasted enough chances galore, there was still more to come, with Brighton finding the ball stuck in his feet before laying for Rauji, whose shot couldn't find a way through the thicket of MWOS legs in the box. Highlanders were then punished when substitute Ashford Faira lost possession in critical zone to Salif Cheya, who quickly sent Wilson Mensah clear on the right. With great confidence and composure, Mensah then sold two Boso defenders at dummy before dribbling past Faira to lay a low cross towards the near post, tucked home by Cheya, and the game was won. Quite a bitter lesson for Boso, as an afternoon of chances galore would yield nothing at the end. MWOS, only a year old in the Premier League, completing a double over 99-year-old Highlanders, who were trying a fresh coach at Try Ncube after axing Kelvin Kaindu last week. The more things change, the more they remain the same at Boso. For the Premier Soccer League at Barberfields Stadium,